Flames light up the sky as dragons unleash fury upon one another, their Targaryen riders locked in a bitter struggle for power. Blood and vengeance engulf Westeros in the most calamitous civil war since Aegon's original conquest. Who will emerge victorious when kin wage war with weapons that could annihilate kingdoms? House of the Dragon's riveting second season will depict the cataclysmic dance of dragons in all its apocalyptic glory. The dark prophecy of the Targaryens' ruinous infighting now fulfilled. Both sides embrace fire and blood as Rhaenyra and Aegon's factions near the brink of mutual destruction. How did bonds between the family ruling Westeros shatter so catastrophically? Dragons take flight to rain down death. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms hangs on, and the Targaryen leader's ambition, cunning and cruelty prove the greatest. House of the Dragon recently unveiled an electrifying first teaser trailer for the highly anticipated second season, set to premiere in summer 2024. This dramatic glimpse into the next chapter of the brewing Targaryen civil war has fans buzzing with speculation about the exact events teased and anxiously counting down the months until the next episode airs. We open on Rhaenyra, staring mournfully across the sea from Dragonstone in the aftermath of the shattering tragedy that concluded Season 1. Aemond and his monstrous dragon Vhagar brutally killed her son, Lucerys, who is now lying dead. As Otto Hightower's voice echoes, it's clear Rhaenyra's suffering at the hands of the treasonous Greens has only just begun.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death.
The Hightowers have wasted no time in acts of sheer audacity, locking away Rhaenyra's allies as they secretly scheme to crown her younger brother Aegon king instead. As the attendees bow, we see Aegon solemnly ascending the throne with his eyes full of uncertainty. But with Rhaenyra, the rightful heir, still commanding formidable dragons and loyalists, Aegon's rule seems destined for a violent challenge. Indeed, the trailer teases the all-out war that's about to engulf Westeros, with Greens and Blacks set to rain down fire and blood on each other, as Otto and Alicent feared. We see armies clashing on muddy battlefields, likely the prelude to savage encounters like the Battle of Rook's Rest. And Daemon Targaryen dons his signature armor, ready to unleash the full fury of the Blacks' retaliation against the Hightower usurpers. Scenes follow of what could be the slaughter of Lyman Beesbury by a wholly committed Sir Criston Cole, demonstrating the
war be fought.
Grim brutality that will characterize this struggle for the Iron Throne between kin. There are also quick shots, potentially hinting at equally violent infighting within the Stark family tree far to the north. And though they lie low for now, down but not out, one glimpse of Corlys Velaryon serves as a reminder that Rhaenyra's faction still boasts some ingenious strategic minds among their ranks. As Alicent's father, Otworld, errs with chilling morbidity, the war will not be fought merely by armies on muddy battlefields. With weapons of mass destruction equivalent to nuclear arms in the West, the prized Targaryen dragons are capable of unfighting. We see Aemond glancing at the empty Iron Throne, symbolizing the fierce ambition of younger House Targaryen members whose ambitions for
And no war so bloody as a war between dragons.
conflict with the orderly transition that senior statesmen like Otto Hightower seek. There are cryptic, portentous shots, potentially signifying searches for long-hidden dragon eggs that could tip the scales, as well as the introduction of compelling new characters sure to reshape events, like the Dragonseed brothers, Alan and Adam of Hull. Princess Rhys serves as the conscience of the story, wisely cautioning Rhaenyra that wars among kin and dragons have consequences more severe than any other conflict. Her words will go unheeded as shots of titanic beasts soaring through stormy skies indicate the coming of the dance of dragons between the magnificent creatures and their Targaryen riders.
Many will die. And the victor will eventually ascend the throne.
Curiously though, Rhaenyra is not seen riding her dragon Syrax in battle against the foes in her family, apparently leaving the leadership of the Black's aerial forces to Daemon. Seeming reluctance to directly engage in warfare firsthand on Dragonback may prove a fateful strategic mistake. The trailer saves its most gripping moments for last, with glimpses of one of the most notoriously violent and traumatic early events of the dance, that of blood and cheese.
There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin.
I dare not spoil the tale here for those unfamiliar, but suffice to say this act of violent vengeance triggers a vicious cycle of retaliation that spirals devastatingly out of control. Left waiting eagerly for summer 2024, as this brief teaser offers merely a small sample of the carnage to come. Events set in motion during House of the Dragon's first season transform into outright war during this second installment in the epic saga, with the Targaryens' self-destructing dynasty soon to shudder under the violence and chaos their own petty conflicts breed. And their magnificent winged guardians, the greatest symbols of Targaryen power, look fated to wreak death and devastation on the entire continent as fiery instruments of civil war.